If you're a British person existing in the UK right now and you've ever questioned how does the current geopolitical situation impact me, whether you're uneducated in politics, you don't know enough, you're ignorant to it, blah blah blah, you just haven't looked into it, this is how it directly impacts you. Aside from the genocide that's going on, aside from the mass bombing of civilians, this is how it directly impacts your participation in politics. If you didn't know already, around 300,000 people marched in solidarity with Palestine in Marble Arch in London today, and a tube driver who was taking people to Marble Arch expressed solidarity over the speaker system with the people protesting. He led a chant, it was recorded, it was posted on social media, it's gone viral. Now obviously anyone that's pro-Palestinian is in favour of this, however a number of Conservative MPs have tweeted out and basically condemned this. And now, as the tweet reads, police are investigating the tube driver leading passengers in a pro-Palestine chant. Now not only is this arguably a complete waste in police resources and time, and government resources and time, but what are you going to arrest him for? And what does this arrest say to everyone? I mean, already this week we've seen Suella Braverman say that if having the Palestinian flag should be a crime, we should arrest them. We've had BBC News call the protests pro-Hamas, and then they've had to retract that statement. We've had Sky News retracting statements every single day because, you know, the British media keep misspeaking and then having to retract because people call them out on it. And it just makes you think, you know, we currently have a PM that no one voted for, no one elected, who's at, 10% approval rates according to a new YouGov poll, speaking for the British people on a global scale, advocating for war, advocating that Britain continues to sell arms. We've got the leader of the opposition lying on TV, claiming that he never actually said the things he said. Slight caveat, but he basically advocated for the complete siege of Gaza. Since he's been punished for that, and lots of councillors have resigned because of it, he's come out and blatantly denied that he ever said that, even though it's all caught on video. We have him advocating for it. We have him banning any Labour MP going to any of the Palestine marches. So if you ever sat there as a British person, you don't know anything about politics, you don't know anything about the geopolitical space, you have to look internally at our government, at our country, and think, why are they trying so hard to ban solidarity with this movement? Why are they trying so hard to make Palestinian flags illegal, to make going to protest illegal, to accuse us of being a terrorist group? It's because they're afraid of what will happen if we push enough support to overturn this. Which is exactly why we need to continue to express solidarity with the Palestinians. You need to continue to write to your MPs, you need to continue to go to protests, you need to continue to show support. But in terms of understanding British politics, it is incredibly scary that someone cannot express solidarity with a movement against genocide. Something as black and white as genocide against an oppressive state, and they face reprimand. We cannot go to protest, we cannot express solidarity, you cannot post on your social media. And I'm not just talking about Britain here. Israelis living in Israel expressing pro-Palestinian sentiments on their social medias are being arrested. Britons living in Britain expressing pro-Palestinian sentiments on their social media are being fired. And I personally don't think we should live in a society where that's tolerated. You know, you study history and you look at the South African apartheid, you look at the Holocaust, you look at how many times we allowed atrocities to happen, and you wonder, how did these things happen? And it happened because the governments turned a blind eye, or they repressed those that spoke out against it. And I find it disgusting that neither Rishi Sunak nor Keir Starmer are at least bare minimum advocating for a ceasefire, at least allowing their MPs and those within the party to attend protests if they see fit, at least allowing a tube driver to express solidarity. We don't know his story. He's more than just a tube driver. He might have family there. He might feel solidarity with it. You should be allowed to post on social media your political viewpoints without fear of reprimand. So yeah, if you're ever wondering how does this impact me as a British person, not connected, not related, far removed from it, it's demonstrating how authoritarian our government is and how far we've fallen, far towards right wing on both sides.